What's up, folks? This is BG, Repairs of the Breach. I want to talk about Proverbs 30 verses 11 through 14. Um, I'm not going to do them all today. What I'm going to do is probably do like a four-part series talking about each of the verses. So let's come on over and let's read Proverbs 11 through 14, 30. I'm sorry, Proverbs chapter 30, verses 11 through 14. And then we can get on with the lesson. All right. There is a generation that curses its father and does not barak or bless its mother. There is a generation clean in its own eyes, but not washed from its own filth. There is a generation, oh how haughty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. There is a generation whose teeth are swords, and whose jaw teeth are knives, to devour the poor from off the earth, and the needy from men. All right. Profound, huh? But what we're gonna do is talk about verse 11 today. All right. When you look into the Strong's, when you look up curse or curseth, it is Strong's 7048, and it's a word colossal, which means mocking or ridicule or scorn or scoff. All right. And that's what it means when it says a generation that curseth their father. And when it says it does not bless the mother, when you look at the Strong's 1288, which most of us that's learn a little bit Hebrew know blesses Barak, means adoration, profound love or regard, deep love or esteem. Okay. Now, what generation is the prophet Agur talking about? Because this is who wrote this proverb. To me, I know there's nothing new under the sun, but to me, the generation that he is talking about is the generation of right now. Um, you can see it on TV where they have children talking back to their parents, talking smack to their parents, even grown adults disrespecting their parents, and it happens a lot these days. And I can remember I was in Las Vegas, and this teenage girl, she was just bashing her father, and whether he was, he whether or not he was doing what she said he was doing, she had no right to bash him. And there was another adult present, which was a relative of her father, and that person didn't stop the little girl from bashing her father and everything. We have a very disrespectful nature these days towards our parents, and that's a command. That's commandment number five, that we should honor our mother and father. And I believe that many people are being indoctrinated um, through the media to not honor their mother and father. Yes, when you get grown, you can make your own decisions, but you still respect and honor the people that gave birth to you, and raised you and took care of you. Um, he's talking about our generation. I mean, just look out on the internet. Just go outside, go to the store, to the mall, and you will see uh, uh, younger children and grown adults disrespecting their parents. All right, that's a direct violation of commandment number five. All right, commandment number five says, is Exodus 20:12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee. All right, right there. So if you honor your mother and father, your days will be prolonged. you know. But I guess people don't really take the word seriously. Now I want to talk about the consequences of not honoring your mother and father, for cursing your father and not blessing your mother. All right, so let's go over to Exodus 21:17. All right. Exodus 21:17 says, "And he who curses his father or his mother shall certainly be put to death." All right. Now let's go to Leviticus 20, chapter 20, verse 9. And it says, for everyone, male or female, who curses his father or his mother shall certainly be put to death. He has cursed his father or his mother, his blood is on him. All right. Now let's go over one more verse to Proverbs 20:20 and see what that says. Let me go ahead and get there. And it says, Proverbs 20:20 says, "Whoever curses his father or his mother, his lamp is put out in deep darkness." So what that mean? Your lamp be put out, or you should be put to death. Well, in the Old Testament times, when when a child disrespected their parents and they was haughty, um, not really a child, but probably an older teenager, whatever. I'm not for sure, but they were stoned, you know, for not following the commands of the Most High. I mean, which that's not gonna happen these days. Um, these days it's gonna be a different type of death. I mean, we all are appointed to die anyway, but the death that they're probably most likely referring to is that spiritual death. You know, complete separation from the Most High for eternity. You know, which you will be in a place of darkness, where there will be wailing and gnashing of teeth. All right, and if you look in the Strong's, uh, the word darkness is Strong's word 2822, which is koshet or koshik, and which means death, destruction, or sorrow. And to me that sounds like hell. But let's go on over to the New Testament, because a lot of people try to say that we don't deal with the New Testament a lot, but we do. And I like to correlate the old and the new, just to show people that it's no difference. So let's get to Matthew chapter 15, verse 4. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to start at verse 1 and read down to verse 6. And let's see what our Messiah has to say about this. And we'll talk about it. All right, Matthew 15, 1 through 6 says, "Then there came to Yahushua scribes and Pharisees from Jerusalem, saying, Why do your Talmudim transgress the tradition of the elders? And Talmudim is disciples. For they do not wash their hands when they eat bread. But he answering said to them, Why do you also transgress the command of Elohim because of your tradition? For Elohim has commanded, saying, Respect your father and your mother. And he who curses father or mother, let him be put to death." All right. So right there, Yahushua is he's quoting the law right there. So right there, you already know that the law was never broken, but that's something else. Let me go ahead and continue. "But you say," he's talking to the scribes and Pharisees, Whoever says to his father or mother, whatever profit you might have received from me has been dedicated, is certainly released from respecting his father or mother. So you have nullified the command of Elohim by your tradition. Okay? So what I'm getting right here is that, people think if, you give your parents gifts, or you help them pay their rent, or have them live with you, that you have the right to disrespect them, that you don't have to honor them. You know what I'm saying? But that is not following the commands of the Most High. And today, people got that mentality that, well, they did this for their parents and they did that for their parents. Well, they don't really have to show them no respect. But that's a bunch of crap. You know what I'm saying? Because the parents raised you. They put food, clothes on your back. They fed you. They made sure you was raised up and kept you safe. But now, since you're grown and now you're helping your parents out, you think you don't have to respect them? No, you're not following the commands of the Most High, the fifth commandment. You know, if you follow the fifth commandment, it says you'll live longer. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, you'll die to death. You'll be put in obscure darkness. You will be separated from the Most High. You will have that spiritual death. You know. All right, and let me go ahead over to Mark, chapter 7, verses 10 to 13. It's almost similar, but I'm gonna read it anyway. All right. Starting at verse 10. For Moshe said, respect your father and your mother, and he who curses father or mother, let him be put to death. But you say, if a man says to his father or mother, whatever profit you might have received from me is korban, that is a gift. You let him do not at all for his father or his mother, nullifying the word of Elohim through your tradition, which you have handed down, and many such like you do. All right, people. So there is a generation, the generation today, that has no respect for their parents. And you can also say this about the Most High, because he is our Father, he is our Creator. And a lot of us do not honor him, and he is the one that can kill the soul in hell. People, we need to just really, if we really say we follow the Most High, we really have to really follow his word. We can't be disrespecting our parents, you know what I'm saying? And if we're young, we need to respect our elders also. On top of that, respect people, especially your parents. We need to respect, don't matter if you a grown man, a woman, or a child. It's even worse when you're grown. You should show them reverence and honor because they raised you. You know what I'm saying? They changed your diaper, they wiped your snotty nose. You know what I'm saying? They made sure you ate. You know what I'm saying? They had to put up with your brattiness. You know what I'm saying? You're crying and you're screaming and you're yelling and you know what I'm saying? Acting up in school, getting in trouble, and all this and all that. You know what I'm saying? We just got to honor them. We have to honor them. And this is the generation that our girl is talking about. Look on the TV. You know what I'm saying? Go outside. Hear these kids talk back to their parents. See these grown folks just totally just disrespecting their parents, talking trash to them, making them feel like dirt. That's not the way of the Most High. All right. Like it says in the word, if you honor your mother and father, your days shall be prolonged on the land. And if you don't, you will die that death. Even though it might not be a stoning, you might live to be 100. But if you still disrespect your parents, you will die that spiritual death because you did not follow the laws of the Most High Yahuwah. All right. I hope that I made some type of sense. Most of the time when I do these videos, when I talk, I hear a whole bunch of gibberish. So hopefully, I conveyed the message correctly. Um, you just have to you just have to follow the word. You have to follow the word. And this is not like directed towards Christians or anything. This is just directed towards everybody who claim to follow the Most High. You know what I'm saying? This is directed to the people that's not honoring their mother and father and thinking they are still good in the eyes of the Most High. You know, you got to remember, just because you do things for your parents, um, you got to know that the Most High can read your heart, so He know that your intentions is, if you do this for your parents, you're gonna disrespect them, or you think they should respect you more. You know, and I mean that's not right. So this is BG. I'm running on 16 minutes. Didn't even realize it. So just remember, there's a generation that curses his father and does not bless his mother. That's happening in today, 2014. Y'all take it easy. This is BG from Repairs of the Breach. Baruch Shalom.